Good morning. Welcome back. So, we're going to get the 9R out today. We're going to bring that tractor in the shop here. We do have this seed tender in here. All of the slushy stuff melted off of it, but I'm going to go ahead and rinse it down with the hose just to get any salt and residual dirt off of there, and then make a couple phone calls and tell guys, hey, this is here if you want to come and see it. And we've got this tractor here. It's still for sale. I do have somebody coming to look at it in a day or two, so we got a lead on there, but if anybody's interested, yesterday's video I talked about it quite a bit more. So both of these are going to stay in the shop if I can help it, so that they're warm and ready for anybody to come and look at them. We're going to go out and get the 9R. I think we've got to move a couple of things out of the way to be able to get it out of the barn, and we'll get it in here and at least get it warming up and thawing, and we can pick some dirt off of it. Maybe we'll start with an oil change. We'll let her run outside for a little bit before we bring it in and get it nice and warm, and then we'll drop the engine oil out of it at least and see what else we've got to do for service work. All right, Brock's here. Good morning, Brock. Good morning. There's his camera. I'm going to let him do those things I just talked about because I have a seed customer that I need to go and see here this morning. So
Give you the new one.
I did. I gave you the good one with the nice handle and the magnet and all that good stuff. All right, have fun.
Well, Nathan said that we're going to clean this off. It was pretty clean. It melted fairly clean from when I brought it home yesterday. It's just some of the stuff on here. I'm going to spray it off, see what that looks like, and I don't know if I'm going to have to use any soap or anything, but we'll see. I thought about pulling it up there over the drain. We're not going to use that much water, and we're going to end up bringing the 9R in here, and I don't really want the floor all wet when I bring the 9R in here, because I might have to be laying on the floor, might not, so we're going to see what we can do back here with the water. I know it'll drain up there, but it's just a matter of getting the whole floor wet. Shouldn't have to use that much water. We're making our way out to the back shed here. I sprayed off that seed tender that's in the shop. We're going to dig out the 9R and pull it in the shop in front of them. Nathan said we have to move the 7520 in the backhoe to get to it. So we will make our way in, unlock the doors, open up the doors. We're probably just going to change oils today and stuff. All the mud and stuff like that's probably frozen on there a little too hard, so I'm okay with that. I don't have to clean. I like the maintenance, so we will dig the backhoe out and the tractor, and we might have to move a pallet. Ooh, we might have to move the new building. I think we will. That might be a challenge to get the forklift back here, but we'll see what we can do. I didn't realize that. Well, that opened up the shop a little more, or the shed, but as you can see, I don't think we're gonna be able to get the tractor out. Yeah, I can move some of those buckets, but I still think we're gonna have to move all this wood. Too deep, too high. Fasteners on top. We'll see what we can do. I think if we just move them over, we should be able to get it out. We got some room over here. Mark might not be able to do some woodwork, but I don't know if we'll get a tractor put back here and then move everything back over a little bit, but they got to get moved to get that tractor out. So I'm going to start that tractor now and let it warm up a little bit, and then see if we can move this wood. So I just talked to Mark. We're going to end up moving these along this side right here. He said he's not going to be working out here for a little bit. We should be able to fit everything right here and still have enough room to get that out and get the other tractors back in. So we're going to set a couple 4x4s in the ground and put them over there. We got all those pallets moved around. Now time to get this out of here. We're going to move some buckets, but I think we got enough room. Should be fairly straightforward and simple. Here we are, guys. It's in the shop. It fits. Still got plenty of room to work around it. I think what we're going to do is we're going to drain the oil. It's been running for a while, so the oil's probably going to be a little hot, but it means it'll run out a little quicker. But do the surface work first. Change the filters, fuel filter, oil filter. We're gonna check and see if it needs a hydraulic oil and filters changed. If it does, we won't be able to do them today because our hydraulic oil shuttle is empty. So that seems to be a problem, but it's in the shop. I get working. Just looking through the book here, the 1500 hour interval is where I found the change transmission and hydraulic oils and stuff like that. Last time it was done was 1681 hours back in February of 2018. I don't know if we can get any closer than that. It has 3181.3. So we're 0.3 of an hour off of doing perfect service to this tractor. But that means we're gonna have to wait and get some oil. But we can do the engine oil, fuel filters and stuff like that right now. But we will have to do the hydraulic oil this year.
All right, I am back here briefly because I have other stuff that I need to do. Brock's got our 9R in the shop. Have you been filming, Brock? Good, so they've already seen this then. A little bit too much. That's good because I'm not going to get much today. So this tractor needs all of the major service work, right? So we're changing engine oil. That's the easy one to start with. We're going to do fuel filters, oil filter, air filter. Be careful with the air filter. We changed that this fall. It does not have very many hours on it, so we'll take a look at it. We might leave that air filter in there. This has got that stupid cartridge style one that you can't clean out very good, and it's a giant pain. Yeah. Anyway, that cab air filters, and Brock says we are 0.3 of an hour over our 1500 hour hydraulic oil change interval, which means we need to change hydraulic oil in this tractor as well. So this one holds quite a lot of hydraulic oil. We got to look all that up, and our bulk tank over there is empty, so we got to figure something out with that as well, get it filled up or something. And yeah, lots to do to this one this week, plus cleaning. 3181 on the engine hours, and if you look back at the maintenance records, 1500 hour service interval was 1681. That's 1500 hours on the dot. Doesn't get much closer than that. So major service interval here. All right, I have got to go down to my house because we ordered blinds this weekend, and then they emailed about questions on whether or not we know how to measure. And so I'm going to go down there and call them and say, hey, I know how to measure, and you just do what I said and make my stuff. And yeah, we'll take care of that. Plus I got some stuff in my truck I need to unload into my barn. Yeah, keep moving.
So all the oil is mostly out of it. I'm going to let it drain until after lunch. I replaced the recirculating cab filter. I replaced the primary cab filter. I somewhat cleaned out the primary engine air filter. We replaced that through the season last year, so we just cleaned it out a little bit. And then there's a secondary engine filter. I replaced that. We don't have the fuel filters for it. Nathan said he's going to get those today. So we're not going to drain the fuel out of these ones just in case we need to move it by chance. But when I get back from lunch, we're going to fill it back up with oil. And then probably start picking dirt off of it. I know a lot of it's probably frozen, but we can still get a lot of it off. I mean, there's a lot of big stuff on here. Gonna make the floor a mess, but it's a cycle of cleaning a tractor.
Well, there is lots and lots of stuff happening at the house this week, which is good because the plumbers have been there yesterday and today, and I think they're going to pretty well wrap stuff up today, other than getting our dishwasher installed, which is not a huge deal. The builders people are there today, finishing up some cabinets and putting our stair railings on, starting on that, and then they've got the shoe mold trim to do yet, but that's all coming together. Like maybe by the end of this week, it's going to be pretty well wrapped up, and then they can finish stuff next week, get their tools out, and it's getting close. It's getting very close. Okay, well, I had somebody come and check out a seed tender, and I think they're going to take it, but they needed to do some measuring. They want to mount it on a flatbed, take the axles off and everything. And, of course, the engine and the little motor on it didn't run. It did run, but it was, yeah, something's gummed up in the throttle, and I need to fix that. And should have run it beforehand, but Brock told me it ran, so I just assumed that it did. But anyway, I got a call from a truck driver. Apparently I have a seed delivery that I was unaware was coming today, and they don't call before they got there, so we got to go unload a truck. Just a little seed this time, pot seed. He's gone. LTL truck, not even a Syngenta truck today. All right, adding to my day of accomplishing very little at the farm. It's a good thing Brock's around so somebody gets something done. I have FFA contest to judge this afternoon up in Jackson, so I am off to do that. I'm actually leaving plenty early because I'm going to stop at the John Deere dealer on the way, get a couple of parts, a couple things that we need for that tractor, and we'll keep working on that tomorrow, or Brock will keep working on it this afternoon. But yeah, so I don't really know what I'm judging yet. I'll tell you more on my way out, but here's some more from Brock because I got nothing.
Hello, back from lunch. A little bit of an extended lunch, had a medical call again, but the oil is done draining. So we're gonna close the valve to the crankcase. It's all done, drained out. Take the hose off, change the oil filter, and then we're gonna start putting oil back in it. There's quite a bit of oil that goes in this, so it might take a little bit, but we'll get it filled back up so we can at least move it if we need to. So I changed the oil filter there. Got the hose draped out over here. Gonna start it. I need 50 quarts of oil to go in this tractor. So it's gonna take a little bit. So I got some time to burn. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go get me one of these delicious ice cold Dr. Peppers. And look, there's already 2 gone. Every time I take one out, I put one back. But since there's 2 gone, you know what? I'll just restock the whole fridge, because I'm just that nice of a guy. One other thing I can do while the tractor's filling up with oil, Nathan bought seal kit for the hydraulic couplers for the, I don't know if it's the 8R or the 8430, but they're in. There's a couple O-rings. And we got a couple more, I believe. But I might try to put them together, might not. I'm gonna take a look at it, see how hard it is. I don't want to mess it up. But it's gonna be a while for that tractor. Maybe 5 minutes. I say a while, but yeah. I got the oil in the tractor. I'm gonna start it up so I can pull the oil through the oil filter, and we might have to add some more. But I put 48 quarts in there. Just I didn't want to overfill it, but I'm sure I'll have to add more, which is no problem. I left it out. So I'm just kind of finding things to do. The oil's back in the tractor. Took the GPS receiver off the top there, and the monitor, the Gen 4 monitor, out of the cab. I'm just trying to pick away at some small things before we dive into big. I really don't want to clean the tractor today, and Nathan's not here to tell me otherwise, so there's other things to do. Could put the hydraulic couplers back together, but I think this is the radio for the 8300. I want to get put in so that tractor is done. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to open this box and get the radio put in. I just want to say, whoever got the floor dirty in this tractor, it wasn't me. I took my shoes off. So the radio's in the tractor. It's put back up, and it doesn't get the best service in here, but I can hear the radio a little bit, so it works. This tractor is officially done, on the market. Good tractor. Anybody wants it, let Nathan know. Got a remote control for it too. This is a high-tech radio. Darn. I'm gonna put that right in the armrest for the next owner. So we worked on getting a little mud off the tractor. There's a couple piles. Got a couple up front here that were on the axles, or the axle mounts. And then we got quite a bit back here. It does like to pile up on top of the rear axles. There's still some left on there, but some of it's still kind of frozen, some of it's not. But I'm gonna call it a day. I gotta get to work early today. And I think we got as much as we could done today. Don't have the fuel filters, that still needs to get done. But did get the radio in the 8300. So that tractor is complete. So all we need to do on this is grease it, change the hydraulic oil, change the fuel filters, and then give her a bath. But that's a project for another day. So Nathan's not here, so this is the end of my portion of the video. I'm wrapping it up. I'm going home a little early, but see you on the next one.
Thanks, Brock. You did a hold on. You did a good job today. I appreciate it. So, I am on my way home from my FFA contest judging. It's not something I could film any of, even if I wanted to. So, sorry about that, but I'll talk about it and explain a little bit of what we did there. So, I ended up judging a contest that we have here in Michigan called Ag Issues. All right, I know where I'm going now. Ag Issues, and basically teams present a 10 to 15 minute presentation about an agricultural issue or topic of their choice, and share the pros and cons of said issue. I did this contest when I was in FFA 20 years ago. I was talking to my old FFA advisor there today, and yeah, 20 years ago I did this contest. We did it on biotechnology and genetic engineering of corn and soybeans, which was a hot topic 20 years ago in 2002, and it still is today for some reason. But anyway, teams did a really good job. There was a presentation about carbon credits, about genetically modified mosquitoes, which was really interesting for me, and what else did we have? Meat processing facilities and consolidation, and honeybees and bee farming and stuff, which I did not know was a controversial issue, but according to the one team today, it is. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. A lot of Brock Cam today. I will be back in the shop tomorrow. We're going to keep working on that tractor. I don't think Brock's coming back tomorrow, but we got to keep cleaning it. We've got some more maintenance stuff to do, and we'll keep stuff moving. With that, I've probably got some stuff to do in my house. I don't know. We'll see. So questions and comments, leave them down below. If you have interest in a seed tender or a tractor, they are both still for sale for the time being. And let me know. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit that like button for me. Thanks, everybody. See you later.